Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, I don't think that being fat, obese, or overweight plays a good role in the field if you want to fight the enemy. I think carrying extra weight is not a quality in war, is it? Obviously not. And if you think so, I would like you to go and serve with a troop of overweight people in a field operation. Okay, a real field operation. I'm not talking about around the house. No. Real, like go and march a little bit, sleep outside, do this, carry that, and fight also. Sometimes run with the extra gear that you got. How many? I think like 70 some pounds, isn't it? Something like that. Carrying it extra 70 pounds on top of your extra pounds. So what happens? United States of America wants to fight Russia. Okay, well, they do, but not directly. Is it because of this reason? Most US soldiers are obese or overweight. Study finds. No surprise here. And I will tell you a story. This comes from Russia Today on the 21st of October 2023. The American Security Project nonprofit warned that the current trends pose a dire threat to the armed forces' operability. Well, it's okay. All right, there you go. So diverse. They must be strong, if they're diverse. That's why we're told here in America, diversity is our strength. Because if you have diverse things, they all think the same. When you need to get them, to communicate, being diverse is good because we all, have the same values. Anyway, more than half of the U.S. active duty service, active duty, not the guys that stay home. No, active duty, the ones that have to do a lot of things. You know what I mean? Yeah, are overweight or obese. Isn't obesity like 20% or 24% over your whatever? Anyway, in May, military leaders told Congress that the Army, Navy, and Air Force would fail to meet their recruitment targets this year, citing a shrinking pool of eligible candidates. Yeah, you're gonna get immigrants. That's what you're gonna do. Like the Romans, with their they started incorporating not only the how they call them, auxiliary troops, which was formed 100% of Goths or Thracians or whomever they conquered, or Sarmats, I don't know how you call it, Sarmatians, Sarmats, and so on. They had all these guys under the command of their leaders, but under the command of the Roman guy. All right, but these guys eventually, if you remember what the guys did, they came towards Rome after they said, well, you know what, why don't we just take it? Why do we expect you to give it to us? So anyway, and after that they started incorporating from auxiliaries, which the Romans were sending almost always first to die first, and then they were coming and fight. When they started having auxiliaries forces, I'm talking, and then they started incorporating from the provinces in the Roman legions auxiliaries, Thracians, as I said, Germans, Gauls, whomever, Goths at one point, and all these guys that they conquered got in. And they were so diverse and they were so strong that the Roman Empire collapsed. Is there a hint? No, it's a straight warning that will happen with the trend. Don't believe me? You might be witnessing it. Depends how old you are. I think if you are over, let's say you live 90, I give you 90. Okay, I give you 90. Let's say 90, and you're about 70 something, you might have a chance not to see that happening. But everything below 70, you will witness it. 15 years at the most, I between 4 or 3, before 2 or 3 years, and about 15 to 20 maximum, this country will disappear to be as it is right now, as in one entity. These guys will take care of it, and those guys will lead it beautifully. You'll see. So anyway, let's go back here to this Wales. So the post Post's article on Friday drew heavily on a report released last week by the nonprofit American Security Project titled Combating Military Obesity. Oh my God, that's a stigma. Stigma, persistent impact on operational readiness. Yeah, and that's another stigma. You want to fight alongside an obese guy who's incapable of performing his duty and run fast when you're under fire? You do it. I can't do it. Hey, you gotta follow orders. Then go to military, my friends. I don't want to. It's a stigma. Change your condition. My life is gonna be in danger because of your fatness and because of your inability to do a lot of things. Fuck. Anyway. So it says the document estimates that 68% of active duty service members are overweight or have obesity. So 70%, my friends. 70%. 70%. That means that the 30% are endangered or put in harm's way by the 70. Why don't you create troops of people that are fat with people that are not fat? How about that? I will do that. And you would make a troop of men, another one of women, another one of fat, another one of this, another one of that. And you let them perform. But you don't send the fit guys to fight the heavy fighting like the auxiliary forces the Romans did. No. We have equity. We have to be equitable. That is, we're going to put it, give it to everybody in the same exact way. All right? So I'm going to send the exact number of troops of minorities and majorities and fatness and thinness and dumb masses and smart people and so on in the same, but you're going to see who's going to operate better. And when you're going to look at that, you're going to say, oh my God, that's a lot of discrimination here. Yeah, that's the word. Or other. So it warned that obesity rates among military personnel have more than doubled over the past decades. That's 10 years. So doubled, more than doubled. So if you go like that, the next decade, that 68 will be 98. Good job. With chips. Good. And some burgers. All right, give me a burger. Fix me a sandwich. And then identifying, diagnosing, and treating obesity within soldiers at the front lines of our national defense may ultimately determine the long-term survival of the force, the study said. So they confirm that being fat, I got overweight. You're fat. What do you want? You don't like that characterization of reality? Change your condition. Don't police me. You're right here, speech police. You're not in charge of me. But be nice. Do you mean like lying? No, just be nice. No, because if you use euphemisms, you miss the point. If you tell a person, you don't tell an alcoholic. Oh, are we supposed to say alcoholic, or it has a little, I don't know, a definition now to give you a nice euphemistic medical term of alcoholic. If you don't tell, hey, buddy, you're a freaking alcoholic, you gotta change it, you're gonna die of cirrhosis or whatever. You tell him, you have a little problem, you're too thirsty. You're just a thirsty guy. Oh, it happens. But it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's just that your body is thirsty all the time. And you're not thirsty for water. You're thirsty for something that has alcohol. And alcohol is good for the body. It's not your fault. Alcohol is good, but you're too thirsty. So you avoid telling you drink too much and you're gonna die. You're gonna die. And you're gonna affect your life and everybody else is around you that love you still. Anyway, so let's see what numbers we have here. A month prior, Secretary of the Army Christine Worthmouth, Mouth, told Congress that enlistment would again fall short this year after last year's failure to recruit 15,000 service members, or 25% of the target. I wonder why. America. Yeah. In April, military.com reported that the U.S. Air Force relaxed its guidances. What is relaxed? Again, euphemism. Drop the standards so all the fat fucks can get in. Relaxed the standards. Instead of saying you're an alcoholic, you are, thirsty mofo. Jesus Christ, my friends. Relaxed its guidances. Not drop the bar so everybody can make it, like in colleges here, and then you graduate with a diploma and you're dumb as a rock, Then you're gonna be a supervisor or maybe a president of the United States of America, and then you say, yeah, man, I have a diploma. I'm an educated person. Right there is my diploma, right there on the wall. And I have a master's degree. What degree you have? Oh, just a bachelor's. That makes me smarter than you, doesn't it? Fucking cunt. All right. Relaxed its guidance on obesity, allowing male recruits to have up to 26% body fat, with the ceiling being as high as 36 for females. You better roll them than push them. And the previous limit has been 20% for males and 28% for females. Good job. Go and fight the Russians now. Now let me tell you a direct story. When these guys, where is that? Right here. When these guys showed up in Romania, U.S. Army, for 101st Airborne Division arrives in Europe to support NATO allies, and then came to Romania. When these guys showed up in Romania, well, a lot of diversity here, must be strength. 1 female, 2 females, 3, 4. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's good proportion. These guys are going to fight the Russians. Send this picture to the Russian military. Those guys will just say, so we're going to train today? We're going to go? No, man, don't train. Look at that picture. You don't need to train for those guys. What are you talking about? Look at them. Anyway, my friends, and it's a lot of diversity over there too. So when this thing happened, this guy showed up in Romania, I had a relative telling me, this is another one, and I have a relative telling me from Romania that those guys, the 101st Airborne, why are so fat? And I don't know. I mean, because she said she saw these people over there, and the Americans were fat, and they were the 101st Airborne, Well, that was just an observation from someone living over there. Put that together with what this study found, which we knew, and you realize you're just screwing yourselves. So better build those missiles as fast as you can, because you don't need people to be in the field. But the problem is you can't that's one of the rules, you can't conquer a country or people without troops on the ground. But probably if you mow them, there's nobody there anymore, then you come over, maybe driving Hummers, because the Hummers are so big, because their dicks are so what's up? Give me those chips. Give me the Coke. Give me a Coke. I remember someone said in a joke, you know why the Americans lost in Vietnam? But it was a joke. Because they didn't have air conditioning and not enough Coca-Cola to drink. And I think they were poor guys over there in the Vietnam. I think they were screwed by their own people with their own interest, unfortunately. That was a crime. That was a crime based on a lie. You send those guys over there to die, and then you provide them. There was a limit. Test your napalm and all that. And then, let me show you this. I forgot to show you. So first troops arrive in Romania. Who that? Who that? Who that? Woo! Look at that. Oh, cheeky. All right, that's one. So we have diversity. Look at this guy. Man, these are the troops that show up in Romania, right? What parts of them. And the other ones are these diverse. I mean, show these pictures to the Russians and they will say, training's off for the next month, my friends. Go home and party. Come back. See you in a month. I'm gone. Bye. Fishing. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.